Hi, everyone. This is Kathy Zant with WordCamp Phoenix, and I'm here with Marco Barrocal from GreenGeeks. Marco is joining us from Costa Rica, but he will be here in Phoenix next week. We're very excited that you're coming. Thank you so much for sponsoring, Marco, and thanks for coming. How are things in Costa Rica right now?
They're very warm right now.
Is it
Really
really?
warm. Yeah, it's not usual for this to be this warm. It's like a Holy Week weather, so it's really non-windy, but humid and dry. Humid. I'm sorry, and
Yeah?
it's yeah, a lot of mosquitoes. You can tell by the mosquitoes. That
Oh,
is
really?
that
So that's
that's
like, that's the measurement of how humid it
yeah.
is.
When they appear, it's like yeah, it's bad. It's humid. So yeah, it's really hot right now.
Oh, wow. Well, most of the people in the continental United States and Canada will be coming to escape the snow. You'll be coming to Phoenix to escape the mosquitoes and humidity.
Correct. Yeah.
That's
That is correct.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Great. Well, tell me what's new at Green Geeks right now.
Well, we're taking a cPanel mandatory course that everybody has to take in order to give better support to our customers. We're also thinking about rolling new themes and templates for people that don't have necessarily the WordPress knowledge in order to have a site up and running. We did a lot of things last year with our account manager and our backend so that it's easier for customers to do stuff, over their panel and whatnot. And well, we're really excited about repeating being a sponsor in the Americas. It was a learning experience for us last year. We learned a lot. We had a great time, and obviously, by the end of WordCamp US last year, we were kind of deciding what we wanted to do this year. So yeah, we have some surprises in store for people, but yeah, we have definitely plans.
Excellent. And you guys
Yeah.
always bring some of the most memorable swag to WordCamps.
Thank
Any
you. I have to give that to Trey and Anna, who are responsible for the ideas. I pitch in a little from time to time. It really depends, but yeah, swag-wise, we're pretty big on it. Yeah, we
Yeah,
love
that's
it.
awesome. Now,
Yeah,
Green Geeks is known as being as probably, if not the most environmentally friendly, but one of the most environmentally friendly.
correct.
Tell us a little bit about what differentiates Green Geeks versus another hosting provider.
Okay, for example, well, I know most of us, I don't know how many of us are aware of this, but obviously the hosting industry is a polluting industry in the sense that you need servers to, power your websites 24 hours. And ironically, it's not, even though servers are getting more energy efficient, what really kills it is the air conditioning to keep them cool, and that's what really consumes a lot of energy. So what we do is we partner up with nonprofit organizations and we tell them, okay, how much did we spend, electricity wise, how much is our consumption? And they tell us an X amount of kilowatts, or I don't know what the measurement is, but we offset that and we give back 3 times as much through those partnerships so that they can, invest in getting more renewable energy, back into the grid.
That's
This
really
is
great. So
this is
there's,
this is something that it's still in the surface of things, but obviously some things are changing, worldwide, as far as climate change and how we need to consume less, and it's less plastic, and it's less, for example, the aviation industry, those sort of things. And I think the hosting thing, it's going to be a topic in a few years from now also, because most people don't realize this, both from a technical point of view, like developers who send data to visitors, through users, and obviously hosting companies as a whole.
yeah, it definitely is true that those servers do. I have a funny story that really drove it home for me when I was at WordCamp US. That
Yeah.
first day, it was freezing in St. Louis, and we ended up,
Last year?
yeah, this past
Yeah, it
year.
was. It was. Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, okay, nobody warned me about this.
Wasn't it cold? So we were walking around and we kind of got discombobulated and lost, and we ended up next to this like a building with servers in it, and the heat coming out of the vents, we
Yeah.
just stood there. It was like this oasis of warmth. We
Yeah.
stood
It
there
was
and called
really
it
cold in
Uber.
St. Louis. Yeah, I was not expecting that. No.
Yeah, well, that server farm was warm, so you could definitely
Yeah.
tell like some energy was coming off of that. So it's really great that Green Geeks is just putting the health of the planet and the health of our environment as a first and foremost thing when
Yeah.
hosting. That's
Yeah.
really great. And you guys really have a strong commitment to WordPress, don't you?
Yes, we do. We absolutely love WordPress. For example, we are encouraged to participate in, local WordPress communities, speaking, giving meetups, and obviously organizing WordCamps. I'm a fellow organizer myself out of San Jose, Costa Rica. So yeah, we love the WordPress environment. We're also trying to make, like I said before, we're trying to make some shifts and changes so that we can implement, templates and WordPress specific stuff to our customers, because I mean, WordPress is awesome, and I absolutely love it. And that was also part of the reasons why I joined the team, because they were so supportive about the WordPress as a whole. In that regard, I have to give, once again, it's a whole team effort, but Anna and Trey are really, really big on giving back to WordPress as a community.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
great people. I've run into them at a few,
yeah,
and just
yeah,
amazing people that
yes,
really
yeah,
really understand the community and understand WordPress users and really
yeah.
have a heart for people who are just getting into WordPress.
Yeah, they also encourage me to give, what you would call it, talks about WordPress, about like, for example, here in San Jose or in Latin America, I usually speak about WordPress for beginners. And I, from a development point of view and how to implement stuff and how to help people out. It's usually workshops. It's been a great success. So they kind of motivate us to do those sort of things. Yeah, throughout the camp, especially myself and Erica, who is also a GreenGeeks employee. She does a lot of KidScan stuff in Latin America. She's going to be in Miami, I think. Yeah, this next month.
Wow, that's really great.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. So if somebody wanted to learn more about GreenGeeks and the packages you offer, where could they go?
They can go to the homepage. We have them right there, and you just select what kind of hosting you need. We offer we offer things for pretty much everybody. So you pretty much have to decide, what am I? Am I a business owner, or am I just a web designer who wants to give hosting to clients and whatnot? So at the website, you can pretty much choose who you are and what you want, and we'll tailor something for you. And if you have a lot of websites, we can help you migrate that stuff, because that's a little difficult sometimes. Not difficult, but it's a hassle.
It's definitely a huge benefit when a hosting company is going to provide that service and that support
Yeah,
for
we have a
someone.
team that does that. Yeah,
That's
so yeah.
That's great. And it sounds like your customer service is really top notch. I know a lot of people are concerned when they're looking at different hosting
Yes,
providers. What kind
yes.
of support is someone going to get from GreenGeeks?
Very friendly, helpful support, instant. Our priority, or we try to make sure that people don't need to escalate these issues to multiple departments. We try to solve it right there and then. And if we tell the customer, like, you need to hold us to give you an answer, well, we'll do that, of course. But it's usually the case where that person handles the conflict or the situation right there and then. So you
That's
don't need
great.
to wait for like a billing department to get back to you, or, et cetera, et cetera. So we try to solve it right there on the spot.
That's great. So it sounds like you really empower your customer service people to
Yeah,
solve
yeah,
problems.
yeah, correct. Yeah, I mean, if it's a technical issue, like a really specific one, of course, we're going to get somebody to look into that for you. But, our priority is to solve it right there and then.
That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Are you excited
Yeah.
about coming to Phoenix?
I am actually, especially because I have to speak, even though it doesn't sound like it. English is not my first language, and obviously it's a different audience. So I sometimes get a little nervous because it's not an audience I'm particularly familiar with. But
Yeah.
I'll be fine. I'm a WordPress developer also. So I'm confident about what I'm going to have to say. So I think that's pretty enough. Hope I don't get nervous. You always get nervous. I don't know why.
That first 5 minutes though, right?
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
after.
exactly. The first 5 minutes, then you're like, okay, this is who I am, and then whoop, you just blur it out.
You just get
And,
through it. Yeah,
yeah, just get
totally.
through it. But I'm really excited because
What's your talk about? Can you give people like a little taste of what?
it's about WordPress hooks, actions, and filters. It's like, for example, sometimes we start doing stuff with WordPress, right? And we have a theme and we have plugins, and sometimes the plugins and the themes don't really solve the need that we have, or they don't do it the way we would like to. So hooks are a way for us to tap into WordPress functionality and change behavior. So it's one of the subjects that you need to really know if you really want to, develop and start doing stuff with WordPress a little bit more, on the heavy side of things. So it's a techie talk. I'm sorry. I know
that's great.
Well, there's everything for everybody, which is what I love about WordCamps also. So,
yeah. Well, people have to get started somewhere. So there's beginner, lots of beginner tracks.
And
but
this is what I love about WordCamps, because people after the talk, they come to me and say, listen, this is a piece of information I really value, and this is something I'm going to take home with me. And you really, really, really feel happy that what you know is helpful to someone. That's one of the best feelings I have when I talk. And obviously, meeting fellow organizers is something that is very big on my list, because we have the same struggles, we have the same issues, and it's something that we can relate to. And the community itself also. I mean, the people that attend the WordCamps, it's business owners, it's developers, it's designers, it's people who want to grow on the platform. And well, I just love the whole free community driven thing that WordPress is. So you know what I mean. Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean. And we're so thankful not only to GreenGeeks for sponsoring at the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or gold level, but we're also thankful that you are coming and speaking and sharing your knowledge with the Phoenix community. We are so grateful that.
Thank you. I'm really happy to go.
Yeah, well, we're happy to have you, and we will see you very soon. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Okay.
And we will see you in, by the time this is posted, a few days. And
okay, cheers. Okay, see you all there.
Bye-bye.